Hey everyone, it's Shauna. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the end of year book tag. I cannot believe it is already November. I don't know, this year of all years is the year that flew by the fastest. For me, I don't know about anybody else. I know quarantine was awful. It still is awful. We're still in quarantine technically. But for me, it just, I don't know, this year seemed to fly by the fastest. And I don't know why, but it did. So I'm gonna be doing the end of year book tag and answering a few questions. So Ariel Bissett is the one who originally started this challenge, and I'm just kind of tagging myself because I wanted to do it and I wanted to talk about, you know, we're coming to the end of the year, and so I wanted to talk about the goals that I set for myself at the beginning of this year, you know, if I reach them, what my plans are, you know, for the rest of the time that we have, you know, the 2 months, just kind of do an update for you guys. So let's get to it. Okay, so I haven't actually read through these questions. I just saw the tag, didn't think too much about it. I saw a couple of people's videos on it, but again, like I didn't really think about the questions for myself too much. So this is gonna be kind of off the cuff. It'll be fun. Okay, we'll get through it. We'll get through it together. So the first question is, are there any books that you have started that you need to finish by the end of the year? And honestly, I don't think there is. I mean, I do want to finish. I have been reading the Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas. I am on the 4th book in the series. So I've read the first 3, and I know the 5th one comes out in February. So excited for that. I just want to finish that series, which I think is going to be easy to do. The 4th book is only like 100 some odd pages. I think we got gypped. I haven't even read it yet, but I'm going into it now saying, I think we got gypped for the 4th book because every other book was like 500, 600, 700 pages, and this 4th book is only like 120. That's not fair. I digress. So that's, I think, the only one that I really want to, that's a series I want to finish. I haven't actually started the 4th book yet. Yeah, there's no other book that I have started that I haven't finished because I was really trying to finish up the Goldfinch. I finished earlier this year. That one took me a long time to read. The other one that took me a long time to read was Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. And I finally finished that one up too, not too long ago. I summed that up and Goldfinch up in my last video, which it was just like a 3-month catch up. So if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on either of those books, you can check it out in the link below. Yeah, there's no particular book though that I've started that I haven't finished yet that I need to finish by the end of the year. So that's it for now. So the next question is, do you have an autumnal book? I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's, you know, the word for autumn. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? I don't think that I do. Nothing comes to mind. The only thing I can think of is the Unseen series by Richie Tankersley Cusick. But those are spooky books. Those aren't really necessarily fall or autumn books. So no, I don't really have anything to easily transition me, but I'm not really one to kind of read a lot of books that have to do with a specific season. I read more stuff that just has to do with, that could be read at any point in time, or it doesn't really give you any sort of specific feel for a season. So no to this one too. This tag is not going very well, but it's fine, it's fine. You guys get to know a little bit more about kind of what I like to read and just kind of where I'm at right now. So no to that one, but I do have the Unseen series, which I have been wanting to reread, but again, that's not really a fall book. It's more of a spooky Halloween, even though we're gonna be past Halloween by the time I post this video, so no, sorry. So the next question is there still a new release that you are waiting for? And The answer to that one is no. Again, at least not this year. So I don't think there's anything else that's coming out this year that I'm particularly hyped for. I don't honestly really know anything that's coming out later this year. The books that I really wanted to come out have already come out, such as Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer and Skyhunter by Marie Lu, which I still haven't read yet, but I really do want to read. But it came out, again, like a month ago maybe. But no, nothing that I'm particularly looking forward to for the end of the year. Again, I am super pumped and hyped for the next book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas, but that doesn't come out until next year, so again, no to this question. There's nothing else this year that I'm kind of looking forward to coming out. So the next question is, what are 3 books you want to read by the end of the year? I will say the 2 that one I'm currently reading, which is Marked by Kristen and PC Cast. This book I'm doing a reread with my best friend Natasha, and we're gonna be doing a video on our review of that. We read these books when we were in high school or middle school, like when they first came out. It was a long time ago. So we wanted to reread this series together, or at least the first book, and see how it goes, to just feel nostalgic and reminisce about how cheesy and corny and angsty these books were, but how much we absolutely still love them. So I definitely want to finish that. We've both started it. The other book I want to read before the end of the year is the 4th book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, but I will link it up here so you guys can see it. I want to read Crushed by Tracy Wolff. This is the 2nd book after her 1st book, which is Crave. So it's the 2nd book in the series on that. This one, again, was also a cheesy, angsty book. That's just the theme, I think, of the books I've been reading at the end, like the last half of this year, just because I kind of need that in my life. I need some really nice, cheesy, like I said, I keep using the word cheesy, but I just need something that is kind of mindless, doesn't make you think too much, but just is a good time and makes you feel good and gives you lots of laughs. So that's kind of what I've been wanting, and I've been feeding my soul this last half of the year. So I definitely want to read those 3. There's probably more that I want to read. I just can't think of them right now. Those are just the first 3 that come to the top of my head. So the next question is there a book that you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? There's potential. The only thing that I can really think of is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. It's the 1st book in the Grishaverse series, I believe. I have not actually read that series. The only Leigh Bardugo book I've actually read is Ninth House, and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite, but I enjoyed her style of writing, and I've heard such great things about the Grishaverse that I really want to get into it, especially since the show is coming out. So I really want to give them a shot. So fantasy books have the potential to become some of my favorite books of all time, just like Court of Thorns and Roses has pleasantly surprised me and has now become one of my favorite series of all time. Not just YA, but like of all time. It's just so good. I could go on and on about that series. So I think Shadow and Bone probably could surprise me. I don't really have a set TBR list. I just have a lot of books that I haven't read that I own that I really need to get to. But yeah, I don't have specific things on my TBR, so I can't really say because I don't know what I'm gonna pick up or what I really want to read by the end of the year. So yeah, I think Shadow and Bone, I really would like to read by the end of the year, but if it were to be any that surprised me, it would probably be that one. So the last question is, have you already started making reading plans for 2021? No, I have not. As you guys could see, I don't really know what I'm doing for the rest of the year, let alone going into a new year. So no, I mean, I haven't really thought about it that much. The only thing I've really thought about is how much I want to up my goal, or if I want to up my reading goal for next year. So this year, my goal was to read 50 books. I really feel that I can do that. As of right now, I only have 12 books to go to the end of the year, and I think it's doable. It's gonna be a little tight, but I think it's doable. So I am hoping to finish that and reach that goal. And I've been thinking about, you know, what do I want my goal to be for next year? And that's about the only plans I've really made. I've thought about upping it. I thought about keeping it the same. I kind of want to challenge myself, so it will most likely go up. But as of right now, around 50 is where I kind of want to be. But again, I might up it. You guys will just have to wait and see when I make my new reading goals video for the new year. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you like my content, so you can get updates to when I post a new video. If you liked this particular video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel and lets me know, you know, what kind of content you guys like to watch and what you want me to be making more of. If you want to get in touch with me, send me a comment down below, find me on Instagram, send me a message. I love connecting with people in the community, and I would love to do more of it. So if you'd like to chat with me, just send me a message or send me a comment. Let's connect. I would love to talk more about books. Thanks again, Ariel Bissett, for making this challenge. I really enjoyed it. It kind of gives me, it lets me reflect on the year and start thinking about, you know, what I'm gonna do for the new year. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.